Yours, damn right, it's better than yours. I can teach you.
What it is, ho? Oh, what's up? Biggie talk too much. Girl, Biggie, you talk too much. It's too much talking and not getting in the paint. Girl, I thought your friend on a Mac was bad, but baby, no, you make her look like the toughest hoe in the world. Girl, you are. What's good? What's up, Messy Mob? It's your girl, MessyMya, and I am back again with another video. So today we're going to be getting into some mess concerning this review for Baddies Caribbean Part 3 reunion, child. Honestly, it's a lot to get through and it was a mess. So let's just go ahead and get into it. Okay, so the replacements come out on stage and Biggie gets slapped and ran down on by J.O. This whole entire moment was just very cringe. It was embarrassing. It was hard to sit through. It went on for way too long. It was just very much annoying. Like, it was just, girl, it was just embarrassing for Biggie. Like, instead of defending herself, she's talking and yelling too much. Shut the f up and get in the field, ho. Like, one thing about me, one thing about it, and two things for sure, like, I cannot stand a punk ass, big sloppy back ass hoe. And that's like Biggie is just the epitome of that. And like, she just get on my nerves. Like, girl, so she's sitting here, she's explaining herself to a hoe that just slapped her. Like, there's no way. Like, before she started insulting J.O., she was literally explaining herself like, oh, I was nice to you. I was nice to you. I did this. I supported you guys. I was not, girl, that's, if anything, that's even more of a reason to get in the field, ho. What are we talking about? She start, girl, in regular Biggie fashion, child. Biggie starts biggieing and she starts to explain herself. Cop, please. She don't want to fight. She don't want to get in the field. She don't want to defend herself. Girl, J.O. outfit pissed me off more than Biggie did. Everybody was just making me mad in this moment, child. I don't know what J.O. was wearing, child. J.O. had on. J.O. I don't know what, girl. I don't even want to talk about her right now. Anyways, so Biggie is doing what Biggie does. Crying, whining, explaining herself, and Tommie is in her ear snapping because why aren't you defending yourself? Like, she's doing everything but defending herself, okay? J.O. walks by Anna. Anna said, you're not sneaking me, bitch. I ain't gonna lie. Anna had me weak because, girl, I would have said the same thing because, girl, don't even come over here. Oh, my God. Biggie had me so mad in this moment, child. So security is like, baby, if you're not going to get in the field, sit down, okay? Because, again, Biggie is doing everything but getting in the paint. She's doing everything but defending herself. So security is literally like, sit down. Like, like, why are you standing up? Girl, Wendeley and Biggie are going back and forth. Honestly, I'm not even going to give this much, like, thought because I don't even, like, who is Wendeley? Like, all I remember from Wendeley is that she was defending Gretchen saying the N-word. So honestly, I don't have much words for her. I feel like Biggie ate her up. Girl, you were on screen for 3 seconds. Why are you even here? Anyways, girl, Biggie is eating her up. Santana is getting mad. And, you know, rightfully so because, girl, what are you doing? Okay. J.O. wanted to run along with Biggie. Biggie didn't want to fight. Biggie, you are a and I don't care about anybody's take. I don't care what anybody says. No one can convince me otherwise. Nobody cannot convince me otherwise. Child, I said what I said, okay? No clout for her, but you're still giving her all the energy, all the attention. Like, it just don't make no sense. Like, I understand what Biggie was saying for sure. Like, you want clout off me. You were barely on screen. I don't know you. Me and you were never even on screen together. We never really, no. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, me and you, girl, please. I get that. But at the end of the day, she put her hands on you. She put her hands on you. Like, I don't even understand why this even deserves a breakdown. She put her hands on you. You didn't defend yourself, but you're claiming that you don't want to give her any type of clout, but you're literally giving her clout. You made the whole first part of the reunion about J.O. Like, and even was still so pressed towards the end of the reunion during your final thoughts and still made your final thoughts about the replacements. Like, girl, it just didn't make any sense. Like, girl, like, you, like, oh, no clout for her, but I'm still going to run around, prance around, look stupid, not defend myself, and still bark and still talk all this shit. Girl, bye. If you're not going to give her no clout, don't give her no type of energy. Don't argue with her. Don't say nothing. Because you look even more scary because you're walking around. You look dumb. You just got slapped down, literally. Girl, tumbled over. You sitting here, you explaining yourself. You make it, girl, please. Okay. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Anyways, so girl, at this point, all her friends are mad at her. Tommie is pissed, okay? And Tommie is pissed. She's yelling at Rolly. No. She's yelling at Biggie. And then Rolly, she makes it known that she wants to get in the paint with Tommie. Like telling her like she tired of Tommie. Okay. She's like, I'm tired of you. I'm tired of your stupid ass. Anyways, all right. So now Tommie and Rolly are squaring up. Tommie is still playing in Rolly's face. Rolly runs up with her. This fight was so weak. Like, girl, y'all could have kept this. Y'all could have kept it. It was too much grabbing. They didn't even do anything for real. It was weak. It was weak. I was like very unimpressed. Like, you know what I'm saying? Girl, Biggie is now in the audience. Everyone is like, girl, why are you in the audience? Santana is clocking her bad because, you're swearing up and down, again, as I said, you're swearing up and down that you're not going to give her the moment that she desperately is looking for. You're not going to give her clout. She's not going to get clout off you. You're not going to give her the moment that she desperately wants and is looking for. Yet, again, you're making the whole first part about her. Like, you won't shut up about her. You keep talking. I just don't understand how that makes sense, girl. All that energy that you use and to talk that mess, you might as well have just use that energy to get in the paint and defend yourself. Like, girl, it just don't make no sense. Okay. Had you bothered, mad, sad, explaining yourself like a kid, you're embarrassing. Okay. A big back ass crybaby who can't even defend herself, girl. Girl, like we get on Meatball, but at least Meatball got in the paint, child. Like, girl, it's like, how much self-respect do you really have for yourself? If like I'm just saying, like, you got to be lacking self-respect if you let somebody pop you in the head and you not do anything, especially a replacement. Oh, girl. Okay, so yeah, Santana is clocking her tea, and now she's mad at him, of course. Tell out some, I can do what I want. You don't run nothing around here. Girl, you don't run nothing but your mouth, girl, please, because you ain't running no fades. Girl, you running from the fade and you running your mouth. That's the only thing you're running. So, girl, bye, okay? I understand why y'all didn't like him because he was clocking y'all tea. He was clocking y'all down, okay? So, at this point, Tommie is snapping on security. Natalie is telling them to let her go. She wants to be let go. And I completely understand because it's like, why are y'all still holding her? Like, it's the reunion. Let them run their phase. The first fade between her and Rolly was weak. It was I just was not impressed by it. Like, so she mad. If she want to be let go, let her go. What the, girl? So anyways, girl, Tommie is attacking security, child, okay? She is having a fit, and then she ends up spitting on one of the security guards. So Tommie is Tommie is disgusting. Tommie is childish. Tommie is repulsive. Like, Tommie is like you just old and nasty. Like, why are you why are you doing that to security? And like, I understand her frustrations. And then my thing is that, like, I understand her frustrations of not being let go, like, clearly, but like, nobody is doing that to security because security is not letting them go. Like, and then not only that, but she did it when nobody was holding her. Like, at this point, nobody was holding her. Nobody was holding her. The security was just in front of her, but nobody was touching her. That security guard was not touching her. So for you to literally transfer your fluid from your mouth to him, it's just disgusting. She too old for that. She a grandma. She got grandkids. She got kids. She old. She 40 years old. Still, girl, please. It was just disgusting. It was nasty. And honestly, if you defend her, you are probably just as nasty as she is. And I said what I said. I feel like she was very nasty for this. This was very nasty and just very girl. It was just like, why? Why? Girl, she hit, girl, she like not even just doing that, but she putting her hands on security. You could tell one of the security guards was, girl, they was getting mad. And then it's like, for her to do all of that, Zeus, I'm talking to you now. For her to do all of that and for y'all to still let this girl come onto the next season is crazy. Y'all do not respect y'all staff. Y'all don't respect y'all staff. Y'all don't respect y'all talent, because there's no way that she was allowed to come back after this. This is crazy. Okay, so now Tommie is backstage, and baby, she is still snapping. She's still mad. She's still snapping. Girl, she wants her chain. She's attacking security, the cameraman, and production. Girl, it's a mess. Okay, so Bobby and Tommie are now getting into it. Bobby is calling her all out her name, all type of bitches, and oh, girl, I rebuke you. I'm not scared of you. You're demonic. And I felt like he was chewing her because, girl, you're a mess. You are a mess. And you acting like this off of one fade that really was not that serious. This fade was like, you would have thought that she got beat up or something. Like the way that she was acting, like you would have thought that like security like set her up or like pinned her down while Rolly was getting licks in. But it's like, girl, that fade was so weak. Like, why are you acting like this off of one round? One round that honestly, none of y'all really, you or really did much. Girl, all she did was snatch your wig, girl. Calm down. Anyways, so yeah, I just, for the life of me, I don't understand why Tommie was acting like this. Who else, girl? So now she's leaving the set, and she's clowning the cameraman, making fun of what he does for a living. I thought that this was also lame and weird. Girl, good. He's like, she's like, what did she say to the cameraman? She was like, oh, this is what you do for a living? Oh, you got gray hairs and this is what you do? You hold the camera like this? I'm like, girl, please humble yourself, okay? That's what he do for a living. That's how he make his bread. Probably how he got a roof over his head or feed his family, child. Girl, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got to do it, child. Okay. So Tinkerbella is snapping backstage. Okay. She got cracked with a chair. I don't blame her. She's trying to get on the stage real bad. Okay. So now we're back on stage, and J.O. is asked by Janisha, what is the issue with Biggie? You know, basically ask her, like, why did you do that to Biggie? What's the issue? Girl, right here, she ate Biggie down. Ate her up. I don't care. She said, you got slapped because all you do is jump into everyone else's fights. Okay, but you never want to run a fight of your own. You never want to, you never want to fight your own battles, but you calling yourself jumping into everybody else's altercations. And I'm not going to lie. In my opinion, when Biggie snuck Nunu, I feel like Biggie ate, because I feel like Nunu got her karma, by Biggie popping her because she had snuck Diamond. I feel like Biggie had ate that up. I'm not going to lie, because you're not going to, you're not going to sneak my friend while my friend is, you know what I'm saying? So I understand why Biggie did it, and I felt like she ate in that moment, but that's not the issue here. The issue here is that you are so comfortable inserting yourself into other people's phase and altercation and beefs, down to Mariah Lynn and Bianca, when you don't even care for Mariah Lynn like that. You know what I'm saying? You just wanted a moment. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? Like you always inserting yourself into other people's stuff, but when it comes to you're just not on that, and it just showed right here. It literally just showed, like, how are you jumping into and inserting yourself into something that has nothing to do with you, but you got slapped up and down the Caribbean and didn't do anything. Wig was twisted, lip was hanging, and you was crying when J-Lo ran down on you, but you in other people's fades. Girl, please. It just don't make no sense. Make it make sense. Okay, I feel like J.O. chewed her. No shade. And then J.O. says, and you laughed at Meatball when she was saying that she would cut me. You know what I'm saying? So, girl, I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Let me say this, though. Okay? Although I feel like J.O. ate that explanation up, I'm going to just say this about J.O. I feel like that slap should have been for Meatball. Like, at the end of the day, Meatball is the one that got you kicked out the house on some scary-ish because she was too scared to run a fade with you. She didn't want to run no more fades with you. She didn't want to go head up with you anymore because she already knew how that was going to end. So she not only had you kicked out the house, but she literally was pulling out weapons. You know what I'm saying? So I really feel like, and proudly admitting to it, joking about it, proudly admitting to wanting to cut you and bring out, girl, no. So I feel like, if anything, I feel like that Meatball should have got slapped down by J.O. Like, that would have been like a justified one. Like, But I feel like that should have been for Meatball. I don't know why it wasn't for Meatball, because like clearly J.O. was not scared of Meatball. Like, so I just don't understand why she would target Biggie. Like, you know, I mean, she said it though. She said why she did it. So I'm not mad at her, I guess. I just feel like it was a little bit misplaced. And I don't feel bad for Biggie at this point. At this point, you're literally again, she's like 28, I think. You're 28. You're getting slapped down on a show that you're a vet on. You have now been on here for 3 seasons Caribbean, 4 seasons Midwest, and you're just an embarrassment to all OGs. Like, I wouldn't want you to run with me and call. You shouldn't even call yourself an OG because you got slapped down by a replacement. Like, that's just embarrassing. Like, the whole thing is just embarrassing. And I understand, even if the slap was it don't even matter. If J.O. came out there and just slapped Biggie down for no reason because she felt like it, why aren't you defending yourself? Like, she's so embarrassing. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. It's like Biggie pick and choose when she want to stand on business. It's like, where is Biggie? At least Biggie from Baddies West stood on business. Like, Biggie was with that all season. Like, she wanted smoke all season with people. Baddies East, you know what I'm saying? She was kind of explaining herself a little bit, but the whole house was against her and she never backed down. It's like, it's just disappointing. Like, what is this? I don't like it. Okay, so in the midst of J.O. and Biggie talking, Kiva calls out Biggie for lying, and then Kiva gets up and Biggie is still on the couch, okay? Kiva tells Biggie to run that fade. Kiva called out Biggie fade. Biggie still don't want to get in the paint. It's just the whole thing. It was just so cringe. It was so cringe. I feel like it went on for too long. Like, the whole first half, nobody wanted to run fades, but everybody is talking just too much. Like, so yeah, Kiva called that fade out with Biggie. Biggie did not take it. But Kiva is like, I'm not a bully, so I'm not gonna make you. I'm not gonna make you run a fade with me. Like, I'm not a bully like y'all are. Okay? And this is like, okay. Girl, Biggie left the stage as the replacement started to get up one by one. Biggie is backstage, still popping her ish. But again, she's not getting in the field. She's just talking too much. And Santana is eating her up, okay? Talking too much. So we can move on from this. Heaven and Dia get down. Heaven, like, I like Dia, like, but that girl cannot get down. No shade. She can't, girl. Heaven got her, child. Tore her up. Girl, beat her right about that wig. I hate this for Dia, okay? Because I like Dia, okay? J.O. and Wendell Lee swing on Dia. Dia, girl, I thought that this was very lame. Like, this is weird. Like, they literally, like, I'm not gonna say they tried to jump her, but it's like, that's what it really gave. Like, because they all tried to, like, basically run up on her at the same time. Wendell Lee is so irrelevant. I don't even understand why she's there. Like, but anyways, girl, so of course Dia wants to run it back because, Heaven kind of caught her off guard a little bit. Dia is mad, child. Dia is trying to run up. Tasiki and Kiva are arguing. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie. Like, I did the review for, I think it was like the trailer or whatever. I did the review for the trailer, okay? I did the review for the trailer, okay? And I basically broke the trailer down and gave my commentary on it. And in one of the parts, Kiva was copping please with Tasiki. So this got posted by a blog. Like, my part of this part got posted by a blog. Shout out to Wink Unlocked. They posted this part of my, review for the teaser, for the trailer or whatever. And Kiva is all through the comments popping, like, literally talking so bad about me. Like, she's like, oh, MessyMya is a liar and she's messy and she don't know what she's talking about and y'all feeding into these lies. And literally, all because I said, I didn't even say nothing bad too. All I said is that she copped a plea and she talking about something, I love you. But you was popping ish about her in your live, baby. We all seen it. So she got mad because I said that. Literally, again, popping her ish all in the comments about me, swearing up and down it's not true, baby. I don't even know why she did that, knowing it was on camera. Because, baby, we get to the point where her and Tasiki are like, Tasiki's basically confronting her. And it gets to the point where, first of all, they talking too much for me. Like, they talking too much, but they really not saying nothing. Tasiki is like, girl, like, you was popping it. You... She said, girl, you was popping it. You let these fans get in your head. Kiva's like, one thing I will admit, though, is that I feel like Kiva didn't really back down. Like, she wasn't, but it gets to a point where Tasiki is over the back and forth. And Tasiki is, like, literally trying to get in the paint. She's literally trying to get in the paint with Kiva. And Kiva is copping a plea so bad. Like, she's literally walking up to her, inching closer and closer, saying, like, do you want that? Do you want that? Do you want that? Do you want that? And Big Kiva, she did not want no smoke, girl. Oh my God, child. Everybody, I just don't like the cop and please. It's so weird to me, child. Girl. Like, at this point, Tasiki is damn near begging for a fade, and like, Kiva is not with it. Kiva is not with it. And they ended up hugging it out. It was just so fake. Like, oh my gosh. Okay, so Dia is still snapping. Heaven is taunting her. Okay, I don't know why they didn't let them catch their fade a little bit quicker, like their second round a little bit quicker. But it's just too much talking at this point. It's just too much. Okay, Dia and Heaven finally running back. Heaven was grabbing, but Dia was swinging. Okay, Dia was still mad, foaming at the mouth. Girl, I mean, in my opinion, I feel like Dia got her this round, but Heaven was like, she was grabbing a lot. I don't know why, but Dia, she was swinging, child. Like, I don't know, girl. I don't know. I wanted her. I'm not gonna lie. I wanted her to win that fade with Heaven. Not gonna lie, because Heaven spoke on her brother, child, on her deceased brother, girl. Get that hoe. I'm not gonna lie. Get that hoe. Yeah. So I wanted Dia to win. Okay, so Heaven is snapping. She reminds me of Stunner Girl. Heaven reminds me of Stunner Girl. Like, I don't know if anyone ever said this before. I feel like I read this before, but I really realized it here. I'm like, oh my God. Like, when she was snapping behind like the TV or whatever, I'm like, oh my gosh, she reminds me of Stunner Girl. Oh, especially with the squeaky voice. I'm like, girl. All right, so E.T. comes out on stage. E.T. comes out on stage. The crowd boos her, child. She snatched off her own wig and she ran up and got put on her back within seconds. Rolly definitely threw water. She threw water. I feel like Rolly knew to throw water. Like, I said what I said. Like, Rolly knew baby. She knew to throw it, girl. She knew to throw that water, girl. She knew it, girl. Okay. So then Rolly tells E.T. that she looks dumb, and then she starts to vent about how fake E.T. is. You can tell that she's getting emotional. Me personally, like, I felt like it was genuine, but then at the same time, I don't really feel like it was genuine, because literally a minute later, she was telling E.T. how broke she was and how she still can't afford soap and how she still don't got no soap. But at the same time, girl, I don't know. Like, her and E.T., I don't know what's going on with her and E.T. Like, girl, so she gets emotional. She says, you're my sister, and tells her she's not going to keep, running face with somebody that she loves. And then E.T. says, this part had me so weak. E.T. says, nope, and then she runs up again. Rolly lies and says that E.T. is scared of Tasiki. Ho, why are you lying? Like, what do you get out of being a liar? Like, whatever gave that? She's like, oh, you're scared of Tasiki, that's why you made up with her. Girl, what? This girl, E.T. is not scared of Tasiki. Like, girl, Tasiki tried you on Baddies East Reunion, and she tried you again when you and Automatic got into it. And girl, you ain't bust a grape then, and you ain't gonna bust a grape now, girl. You never ran a fade with Tasiki, girl. Ever. You never ran a fade with Tasiki. You never got in the paint with Tasiki. You're probably never going to get in the paint with Tasiki. So, girl, please, like, E.T. talked her ish about Tasiki, and as much as we clown her for getting done up, she got in the paint with Tasiki multiple rounds. Round for round. Not only that, but she ran face with other people other than Tasiki. After, girl, please. Talking about she's scared of Tasiki. Girl, stop projecting, okay? Tasiki is like, girl, don't put me in this mess, okay? And then she tries to get them to make up. E.T. and Rolly are snapping. Girl, I just don't like how security didn't let ET get another round. Like, I don't like that it took so long for ET to get a second round. Like, it's annoying. Okay, so Rolly is still making fun of ET for not being financially stable. Girl, oh my gosh. Like, girl, like, we seen your come up. Like, I just don't understand how Rolly is just so she's not humble. Rolly is not humble, girl. She is not humble. Like, she's real life making fun of ET for not being financially stable. Like, girl, you're weird. I don't know. It's just weird. Like, so ET starts to dance like Tina off Bob's Burgers, and I was weak. I'm not gonna lie. So they do their final thoughts. I don't care about this. They're all fake, and it's too many of them to be doing this. Like, it's too many of y'all. Like, we don't care. Okay, so we get to Sapphire, and girl, she fuels Tink. She starts back up Tink versus Meatball, child. Tink versus Meatball again. Wow, because Sapphire was like, oh yeah, da-da-da-da. And I'm really sad that Tink and Meatball got into it. Girl, this starts it up again. Okay, so they start to argue, and then Tinkerbella, she throws a water bottle. Meatball tried to crack her with the chair again, but she ended up cracking on a Mac with the chair. Let me tell you, you see how karma work? Do y'all see how karma work? Okay, spell it out for me, okay? Karma, baby. Do y'all see how karma work, baby? You sat there and you wrapped a chain around your hand and cracked Nunu upside the head with it, and now you done got cracked upside your head with a chair that is the same size as you, baby. One thing about karma, baby, she gonna spin that block, okay? She gonna come. Girl, okay? So while Tinkerbella, and Meatball are into it, ET runs up on Rolly, and Rolly cracks her with the... Also, girl, everybody is getting cracked with a chair this reunion, child. Rolly cracks ET with the chair, but ET still got her. Now, let me say this, okay? This how you know Rolly... This how you know Rolly know that ET gonna get up with her every single time, and she gonna keep up with her every single time, because she runs up on everybody else like without anything. But every time her and ET get into it, she always uses something. She always uses something. It's so weird. Okay, so girl, boom. Then Tinkerbella is telling Meatball to stop throwing stuff, but it's like, girl, you do something first this time. Like, girl, please. Okay, Tinkerbella is dancing backstage, and it wasn't funny. I'm not gonna lie. She's also talking into the camera, and then they finish their final thoughts. Biggie does her final thoughts from the little crowds or whatever, from the crowd. And girl, she's still talking about the replacements that she swears up and down that is not going to get any clout off her. Like, she made her whole speech about the replacements. And honestly, I feel like they let Biggie's final thoughts go on for too long. Girl, again, still popping it about the replacements, saying like, oh, y'all don't make more than me. My whole check is bigger than all y'all's put together. Girl, please, I don't believe that. No shade. I don't believe that. I don't. Girl, I think it's BS. Girl, as many pleas as you cop, and as many times as you don't get in the field and you don't defend yourself, and you, girl, please, I don't think that your check was more than all of theirs put together. I feel like you're capped, and I feel like you're a liar. I do. I don't believe that, baby. So again, popping it about the replacements from the audience where she is safe and sound and nobody can get to her. Girl. Anyways, I'm bored, child. So Meatball walks off stage. ET walks off stage with nothing but a wig cap, bra, and skirt on, child. A mess. Meatball and Tinker do their final thoughts from backstage. And then Janisha and Santana recap the reunion. They were clocking everybody. I actually like this little part where it was just Santana and Janisha on stage, and they were basically recapping the entire reunion. I actually like this part. I'm not gonna lie. You know? And then, but Santana lost me when he said that Slim beat up DTB. Girl, next. Okay, so that is all I have for you guys today. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on that post notification bell so you know every single time I post a new video. Girl, if you made it this far, go ahead and drop a cat emoji, because the girls were being okay. Go ahead and drop that cat emoji. I love y'all so much. It's MessyMya. I'm out this hoe. Bye.